didn't feel good about it, but what's done is done, and now I'm lying bleeding on the floor. I put a bullet in his head. There was no hesitation, but you made it easy when you strapped his body to a chair. So say goodbye to everything you ever knew before, and I'd understand if you went running out the door. And I'll keep you safe, and no harm will ever come to you, I swear. And I'll kill if they even dare. I'll kill, I swear.
Hi, Your Highness. How you doing? You're working on it.
Hi. Hi.
I saw you playing air bass while the intro was
Dude,
playing.
I hit every...
Yes,
I'm sorry,
it was
Adam.
accurate.
I'm sorry, Adam. Gonna have to take over your bass role in
she
Murder
gonna do
Party.
it too. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Great
fucking
stuff.
love that song.
He's a
I
great bass
still
player.
love that album. I will listen to Murder Party for the rest of my life.
Welcome to Michigan Murders and Music,
Welcome.
where we discuss murders in our gorgeous state and top it off with a little homegrown music, leaving you with a happy ending and on a good note.
Did you just say tap it off?
Probably, I don't know, top.
Who are you tapping
We
these
top
days?
it off.
Thank you for allowing us to seep into your ears. We had some of our very oldest friends let us seep into their ears recently. When they were in the UP, they listened to one of our UP stories.
Oh, yeah, you told me
Said
about
it
that.
was
Yeah.
just like we were in the back seat narrating the damn trip.
That's pretty cool.
It's so cool. Thank you.
Can we welcome some new listeners?
I would love to. Jacob663, just a dad.
Joni Engelbrandt,
Stephanie Ray.
Red Wolf, Michigan.
Yeah. Jeremy Martin.
Doris Case.
Oh my God. Half of my family are cases.
Yeah, nut
And,
cases.
yeah. I was just going to say, not even basket cases. God damn it. You're a fucking fucker. And we have a couple old school listeners I'd like to shout out to, Journey Ray and Erica Danielle. You both rock.
That's fantastic.
You've listened long time, and we love you long time. I'm smoking weed.
Yeah, okay.
And
Wait,
I don't
hold on.
drink vodka anymore.
I need
so
to give an explicit content warning.
wait.
Which I'm...
1 minute. We did not introduce the third co-host to this party. Bianca Bean Delano,
Yeah.
who 2 out of 3 of her names are drag queen names. Yeah, she's at her feet sleeping. She's the cutest little turd. I'm holding back.
God doggone it. Now we have an explicit content
Okay,
warning.
go.
Here we go.
Hurry.
If you get a puppy... Doggone it, here we go. If you get a puppy and she somehow was able to take center stage, which you previously occupied.
Oh, Boot.
Yeah.
You poor guy.
Yeah.
Is your tail between your legs right now?
There,
Let me look.
there could potentially be irrational consequences
Is that why you were sharpening the
because
knife
it's
in
all
preparation for the podcast tonight?
about me. And that's not on us. I don't know what you're talking about with that knife. No, I was just cutting up chicken
I
for
have
the...
video. I have video of you prepping for the podcast, Boot.
That was that was because...
Get your kids out of the goddamn car because
Hey.
I'm going to swear.
Give me the puppy and nobody gets hurt.
No puppies
easy.
for you.
Just give me the puppy.
She's
I'll
my
go.
dog. I
Oh.
picked her out because I got scammed the first time.
Yes, you did.
You guys, oh my God.
By the way,
fell
Her
for
Highness-
the oldest book in the goddamn,
Oh, yeah.
the oldest trick in the goddamn book. I fell hook, line, and sinker for
Puppy
it.
scammer.
Mother, what a dumbass I am. I was thinking with my emotions. See, I'd be fucked if you were handing out puppies in that big white van. You'd snatch
Yeah.
me and have me duct taped and hog-tied in no time.
Yeah, and then I'd keep promising you the puppy, and then you'd be like, okay.
No
okay,
puppy for you.
Okay.
You must take this up to...
It's coming eventually.
Never mind.
But Her Highness will also say naughty words that we
we-
need to not let your puppies listen to.
Too many puppies. We don't have puppy insurance for your puppies, your kids, your sensitive earballs, because, you know, I have been called a few things. And I'm okay with that. We don't have time for that. So we love you, though.
And
just tell your kid not to listen.
Oh, please. Do not let your kids listen.
Oh, my God. I have to tell them what I did. I was drinking warm wine out of a coffee mug, and my granddaughter was next to us, and she goes, F-U-C-K.
Oh, that
and
cup.
I about lost my shit on her. Nobody else heard her say it. And then, of course, I lost my shit, and everybody came into it. And
you were laughing.
Isaac goes, no, I was telling her, where did you hear that from? How do you, why do you know that word? Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah,
what
it's written
is
on your
happening?
mug, Grandma.
Isaac goes, Mom, your mug says fuck right on it. She knows how to spell.
Yeah, school is a good thing.
Grandma fail. Or cool grandma moment. I don't know which is which.
And that's why we have an explicit content warning.
Who were we featuring this week, Boo?
We are featuring a band called Forge the Sun.
Yeah, straight out of Detroit. You know how many people have come out of Michigan that are amazing.
Yeah.
It still blows me away that Iggy Pop came from
Muskegon.
Not even an hour from here. It's insane to me.
My coworker lives like right by
so
where he
crazy.
grew up as a youngster.
So Michigan's, you know, got a place in these states of ours.
What is this city we're going to?
Yeah, should I throw up my rosy palm?
You should.
My
because
Miss Michigan?
Yours doesn't have calluses all over it like mine. I don't know why.
We are going to Bloomfield Hills.
Which is?
I have got the wrong Miss Michigan up, don't I?
It looks perfect.
Okay, where is it?
It's like right there.
It's
right there.
Okay, so it's east of my thumb joint, in about the middle.
Everybody knows where Bloomfield Hills is.
It's outside of the crotch of Michigan. And if you listen to us, you know I call that Detroit.
Yeah.
Detroit.
Basically all Detroit. Christoppher James Dankovich, prisoner number 595904, resides at the Thumb Correctional Facility in Lapeer.
Yes, sir. In April of 2005, Christopher is a freshman at Rochester Adams High School. Wait. Rochester? Let's just say they're not hurting for money. They're not living paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
It's an outskirts division of Detroit. So
which adds a layer of what the fuck to this whole
what the
thing.
Fuckery?
Yeah. His mom, Diane, is a counselor, a social worker, a hypnotherapist, and a minister.
Good.
That sounds like a nut job.
That sounds like she got.
I'm sorry, she's the victim. We need to
do
not.
That. We don't do that.
No.
But maybe she was just trying to find her niche in her work world. We all got to do that, you know. Mine happens to be spending a lot of money on a podcast and not making any.
Well, it still makes you a nut job.
I am a nut job. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
His dad, James, is a chiropractor.
A chiropractor.
Troy.
A chiropractor. He's a manipulator of the bones.
They lived in the suburbs of Detroit in Rochester.
He moves the bones of rich people around and...
Yeah. And lets out their little farts.
Oh, do you fart when you go to the chiropractor?
I don't think I ever
You
have.
fart all the time. What am I talking?
Oh, you're like pot calling the kettle black.
I was waiting.
What the hell? Why would you even dare say something like that? It's like, God damn it. Really? That big of one? And then another one. Jesus. The couple had only one child, Christoppher Dankovich.
Christoppher Dankovich.
For the most part, Christopher was known as a good kid. He was a good
He's
kid.
a good little boy.
He was a freshman in high school and was on the honor roll.
Okay. Who makes it on the honor roll?
I did.
You're also an MP in the Army, so let's just not talk about you. You're all sorts of different.
Don't marginalize me.
Recently, though, Christopher had been getting into more trouble than normal. He was he was getting a little angsty, a little naughty, and he even went as far as to dye his hair blue. Oh my God. Is he about to be a punk rocker? Oh, Jesus. He dyed his hair blue. Everybody, he's going straight to hell right now.
I'm sorry.
You fucking better be sorry. I have to edit this
That's really hard
shit.
weed. He also had a new girlfriend, and it was known that Diane didn't like her. And here we go.
Oh.
No mom will ever think a woman of any sort is good enough for their little boy. Ever.
I can't say anything. I don't think
Ever.
any of my daughters to be in law listen. You're right. You're kind of right. It's very hard. It's hard to be a parent of adults, for one. I think it was almost easier, dare I say, as a child. Maybe it was because I was absolutely an alcoholic all the time. But
As a child.
I don't know. Hey,
Honest-
no vodka for 4 months.
I was
Thank you very much.
Alcoholic as a child.
I was.
On a spring Saturday, April 23rd, 2005, Christopher snuck out of his home at Dad's.
Out of his dad's home because mom and dad were divorced.
Yeah.
So dad had moved to Troy, Michigan, where he was that bone manipulator. And mom still lived in the house. She got the house and the divorce, I'm assuming.
Of course she did.
Damn it. Stop it. Diane is a beautiful, lovely woman with a gorgeous smile.
Police found him trying to enter a school in Bloomfield Hills.
I could not figure out why he was trying to get into the school. I don't know if his girlfriend went there. I went back in newspaper archives. I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, it's weird.
Police took him into custody, and his dad had to pick him up later that day. Okay.
Yeah.
Time out. Got busted shoplifting at Meijer once, and my dad had to
You
come
did?
get me.
What'd you steal?
Some lip gloss or something fucking stupid. And it was right before I was going to California as a freshman on an alone trip with my friend Jane Lorraine. And my dad and mom came and picked me up, and my dad, the look on his face, girl, I still got to go to California though.
You know what's interesting about that is there's some weird compulsion to steal something.
Even though I had money to buy it.
You had money.
I worked. Plus I was a spoiled rotten brat. My parents bought me. I don't know.
And you stole it.
People do it all the time. It's a thing. I bet I could look it up and find it. It's like my mouth noise weirdness that I have.
When we're off the record, I got a story to tell you about somebody else that
on the record. What number are we on?
We are on number 11. Police took him into custody, and his dad picked him up later that day.
While Christopher was at his dad's, Diane did a little snooping in her son's bedroom.
Yeah.
Maybe she was cleaning. We don't know. But when she was in there, she found some things that kind of disturbed her just a little. And I do not blame this woman one bit.
Mom found homemade firearms plus searches on their computer about making homemade guns and, of course, pornography.
Homemade firearms.
Yeah.
See, this is why gun laws aren't even going to fucking matter. I know so many people that make their own guns. Sorry, I'm not a gun fanatic. The internet PVC pipes, I think he used something fucking stupid like that. What the fucking fuck?
So she found pornography too. I just want to know what kind of pornography. You know,
it's kind of normal for 15.
I know.
It's Miss Michigan. He's just learning.
Man, I was looking at Sears catalogs and stuff. I'm not kidding.
Montgomery boards.
It's like good. Yeah.
What about the Meijer ads?
Yeah. Yeah.
Took them into consideration too, did ya?
It didn't take much.
Oh.
It didn't take much. It's like, hey.
Still doesn't.
How you doing? The very next day, Saturday 3rd, April 24th.
Sunday.
Christopher's eventful
The
weekend.
very next day was a Sunday, and it was April 3rd. And Christopher's eventful weekend with his father had ended, so James put his son's little ass in his car and took him back to his mama's house.
Yeah, let mama deal with you.
Mm-hmm.
Christopher had to have a bit of an intervention with his mom.
Oh, no, that's
horrible. You know what?
That is the worst thing.
If my mom did that, it'd be a major violation.
I'm having anxiety attacks just thinking about it. I hope that my kids see us differently than we saw our
Who knows?
parents.
Yeah.
My kids talk to you for sure, but just that feeling of sitting down at a kitchen table, knowing you fucked up and fucked up big.
And-
okay, porn is one thing. You could have gotten away with the porn, son, but the homemade guns and we gotta have a talk.
Yeah.
You're gonna be the beginning of Michigan Murders and Music episode.
Ultimately,
Warning system if you don't stop looking up these PVC gun pipes.
and here we are. But let's go back to boys' behavior.
Oh,
You know, even as adults, we're curious about chemicals and how they react with each other.
oh my
and,
God, you and your boys at work.
yeah,
Always
it's-
doing that.
It's not malicious or anything, but
But
you know,
in this case, it was, Boo. Because it was. That's why. His parents sat down the table and they co-parented the ever-loving shit out of this boy. They might have been divorced, but they were like, you're not going to play one over on us, boy, because we still talk to each other about you, you little fucker.
And I think he showed more signs of a rebel than we've known so far. But they were
Absolutely.
displeased at his rebellious attitude, you know, that he was displaying.
It was emanating forth from his skin pores.
Later that evening, James tried to call Christopher, but when he did not answer the call, he called Diane.
Neither of them would answer his calls, and he didn't like that at all. He had a really bad gut feeling.
Yeah, that might be a
'Cause-
problem.
You know, they had that round table talk, and there was no weed involved. They didn't circle up or anything. So,
He called Diane's mom, Elaine Palmer, and he filled her in on the current events.
yes, Mom understood his concern, and she decided that first thing in the morning she would go over and check on Diane and Christopher's well-being.
So now we're at Monday morning.
Yes.
Mom goes over to her daughter's, Diane's, house.
She finds a crime scene.
Mm.
Can you imagine?
Mm-mm.
Oh my fucking God, you're going over to just check on your daughter thinking.
And then finding out she was savagely stabbed to death.
Oh my God. Then she realizes Christopher's gone and so is Diane's van. So
Wait. A van? Really?
It was a minivan. It wasn't a big stalker van like yours.
Okay.
So it didn't take much. The cops had it easy. The van was gone and so was Christopher. And Mom is dead.
It's pretty much
Parracide.
tied up. Yep. Okay. Mom called the police, who responded to their grisly murder scene, and Diane was found in the foyer, unresponsive and sadly DOA.
The crime scene was not contained to one area. It was everywhere. I mean, that's common for crime scenes, but this one there was no trying to clean it up. It was just blood everywhere. There was zero attempt to clean or hide evidence. And on the scene was a folding knife, and it had blood and hair on it.
Horrible. Blood was everywhere in the house. Droplets, drops, blood, just blood. In the sinks, on the floors.
There was clothes in the laundry room that were soaked with blood. Like
Sounds
you just
like a massacre.
It is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. And we hear a lot. Mom filled the police in on what happened with the family the night before, and also kind of like about Christopher's more angsty
Was
behavior.
changing, yeah.
He was changing and just not the sweet Christopher he's been his whole life.
With the scene the way it was left, and Diane's van and Christopher gone, the obvious first step suspect would be the 15-year-old Christopher.
15.
15.
Oh my God. 15. The baby.
Yep.
Michigan State Police put out an APB on the CD.
Of
I'm
Christopher
just kidding.
Dankovich.
He put
Bilo,
MSP
Bolo,
MSP
B-O-L-O.
put out on APB and CD. Christopher Dankovich.
And a B-O-L-O.
That's my coolness. I thought I wasn't. It wasn't long before the minivan was spotted Someone had called in. Excuse me, sir. I'm speaking.
Yeah, excuse you.
Someone, neither of us can get this fucking sentence right. God damn it. Somebody saw the van by Twin Lakes and they called the goddamn tip in. Fuck the way I wrote that sentence, because apparently it's not working.
And I just accidentally spit beer all over the place.
And you know what?
'Cause I laughed.
It was great. Guess who owns a cabin?
James.
Dun, dun, dun.
James owned a cabin at Twin
Christopher's
Lakes.
father.
Yeah, of course he did.
I am your father.
Yeah, you know, boys and their dads.
Police eventually surround the cabin that Christopher was holing up in.
Luckily, the capture went down with no problems. Pretty lucky, considering Christopher was in the cabin with his own arsenal.
Dude, he had survival. It was
He
like a
wasn't strong
TV
enough.
show.
He wasn't strong enough to...
No, but it still is kind of a good, valiant effort on you, Christopher. I've watched all the survival shows.
This is how you do it.
This is how I do it.
Mm-hmm.
I've got my meals and my little foldable shovel knife, and it's fine. It's going to be just great. He had learned how to make those guns out of PVC pipe, and he had them up there with him. Right?
You know, I'm going to digress for a minute.
Seems like Christopher was going to go big, or he was going to hell. Go big or go to hell, bitch. Why are you digressing?
Well,
Why are you
it's-
wringing your fingers like...
because I have sore knuckles. I'm
You
sorry.
having
I
bad
just play with
memories?
them. No.
Body language.
Sorry.
Don't do that in a fucking interrogation room, because you're down. You know what? We're both screwed if
So
we get
here's
into an
the
interrogation
thing.
room. What's the thing?
Here's the thing. If you are a smart individual, you think about things. And you look at gunpowder, you look at bullet shells, you look at guns, you look at how they work, and you think about it. And you can make your own goddamn gun if you want to.
All right, Clint. Sit your ass
And
down.
If you can, and you really want to, you figure out a way to do it. I mean, you can think about it and not want to,
It's
but
true.
it's still you
That's
still
true.
understand how it works. It's
It's
pretty
true.
simple.
We have the interwebs. It makes it
God
very
damn it.
available to everybody. What are you doing? Oh my God.
Police eventually surrounded the cabin that Christopher was hiding in.
Luckily, the capture went down with no problems. Pretty lucky considering he was in there with all that survival stuff.
Yeah, he had learned how to make guns with PVC
All right,
pipes.
he's going bigger. He's going home. Since arriving at the cabin, he had changed his appearance by shaving his head, as he had colored it blue back home in that rebellious streak.
Rebellious streak? What year is this? Blue hair? That's a thing? That's rebellious?
I thought that was just normal.
Yeah, pretty much. The police surrounded the cabin where Christopher surrendered. He confessed of his, sins?
Yeah.
It's called sins?
Yeah.
To the almighty police.
Today it's called sins.
So he knows what he did.
Claiming he had not planned this act of parricide, Christopher, despite having looked up weapon info on the interwebs, said he did not plan to freak out and brutally kill his mother with a 4-inch knife.
No, who does? I mean, you got a knife.
He said he
right?
was in an argument with his parents because of his porn and his weapons and his website visits.
Okay, I still want to know what particular kind of porn this
God
is.
damn it, Boot. You don't
And
need to know.
Why would be mum upset about the fact that his little boy was touching himself in a impure manner? For real.
Because Christians be like that.
You can't do that. Poor mom.
Well, that's the reason they
I
had
want
that
to so bad.
powwow. And
I want to so bad, but I can't.
after the talk with his parents, Christopher apparently just grabbed that little 4-inch knife and
Attacked his mom. Yeah. His mom.
seriously attacked his mom.
Diane wasn't stabbed once or twice. She was stabbed 111 times.
By a 15-year-old,
That
her
seems
baby.
like a bit of rage.
there was little on her body that wasn't stabbed, and there was some pretty gruesome details out there, but I am not going to repeat them.
How does a coroner figure that out? I mean,
do you just mark off?
Yeah, apparently with a flag or something.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
stab one.
I count 111 stab wounds and slices.
Do you think those coroners are like, this is the most we've ever found?
Well, fuck yeah, they were. That's how coroners are.
They smack each other's hands
Like,
and stuff. It's like,
Bruh,
dude.
I got the record now. Oh my God, it's snowing. No.
Don't cry.
Oh, dry your eye. Here comes Mama with those cute little eyes.
Some news clips claimed he was on a mission from God to save the children.
Shit, God doesn't even want to save fucking children. God's like, bitches, you need to learn some hard times and shit.
That's just
you need
really
to
weird.
be down in the alley and down on your luck for a while before I help you. Then, if you pray enough, I'll lift you up. I'll lift you up out of that gutter. I got your back.
Oh, it's going to happen
son.
too. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. And so his family was kind of freaked out because he had not had any previous violent tendencies. He wasn't like a cutter or, he didn't hit his mom when he was growing up or anything like that. Like, so it just was literally out of the blue.
Yeah, and his friends would attest to all that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they did. The weapons he was learning how to make were for abortionists and child pornographers.
He was going after those motherfuckers. I don't know how he's going to find them, but he was going after them.
Oh.
He was like, I've got my PVC gun. I'm coming after all of you, you gross perverts.
Like he's a bit of a case.
I mean,
What the hell? It's like, well,
Dude.
first I'll kill my mom, and then I'll go after these people. The mom that gave me life.
he actually wanted to go for those people first. That was his plan. But his mom got in the way, so he had to kill her.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
It
I
doesn't
get
sound
that.
cultish at all.
I
It's,
get
no
that.
churches are cultish.
It's-
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
No, I understand. If someone gets in your way,
What the Lord
you do what you
says.
got to do, I
Listen
mean,
to the Lord. I'm just saying.
mhm.
Y'all listen to the Lord. You'll be a drunk your whole fucking life.
Christopher, at the age of 16 now, stood handcuffed in the courtroom. Just a kid.
Oh my God. He stated, I killed my mother by stabbing her. That's all he said. Christopher, let's add with a 4-inch knife 111 times.
Yeah.
Oh my God. 100. Seriously. My arm hurts thinking about that. You whack off.
I mean,
you can't even. It
Yeah,
takes you
114.
10 whacks and
Yeah.
you're good. 114, your arm, your hand would fall off.
It
Your
would.
whole arm would fall off.
No,
at
I'd have
this
to call in
point.
sick.
Court was not easy for.
'Cause that's what I do first thing in the morning.
He whacks off 111 times.
They call me 10 whacks.
Court blatantly was not easy for anybody involved, as we had a 16-year-old child standing in the courtroom. Christopher originally pled guilty, but he withdrew the plea and was charged with second-degree murder.
Second, yeah.
Dos degrees murders.
Christopher had options, but chose to take the responsibility. I guess. Responsibility.
Okay, Christopher. Obviously, they did the mental check.
Oh.
Had to make sure he was sane
Mm-hmm.
at the time
I'm
of
sure.
the murder,
Yeah. And
where he
was.
stabbed his mother 111 times.
Yeah,
he
came-
was.
Came
he
out
was
clean.
sane. Came out clean, and then you know what happened?
What?
Charged as an adult at 16, dude.
Darn right. He killed his mom.
Holy fuck.
111 whacks.
What's that? I just went blank on that.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it. It's a murder thing, and we don't know it right now. That's okay. That's because we're focused on our...
Something 30 whacks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. Anyways,
So he was totally clean mentally. Judge John McDonald found him guilty of second-degree murder, not premeditated murder.
at first, Christopher was held at what we call the Children's Village in Pontiac, Michigan. It sounds so Walt Disney, like, so Cedar Point-ish.
That's funny. You know, Pontiac
Oh, we're
was...
going to send you to the children's village. You'll be fine.
I don't know
You get
still
some
there.
porridge. I don't either. I didn't look it up.
Fine.
You're going to be fine. It's basically what
It's a juvie center.
back in my day, they'd call it, you had to go to juvie detention, dude. This is like a big time juvie detention. Like the big
Real
boys.
life. It's jail for kids.
Children's village.
He was later moved to prison where he had to
Jesus
be in
Christ.
solitary confinement
Well, yeah.
or with other guards for
Because
his
he's
own
16
safety.
and he's in with a bunch of adults.
Yeah. It's like, oh,
Good
hell
fucking
yeah.
Lord.
Come
they
here,
were like,
boy.
woo-hoo! That's
yeah.
my birthday. In court, the judge verbally went back and forth with Christopher a bit, and Christopher didn't give the back and forth. It was really just the judge giving words forth to Christopher. I know that confused you.
I'm not sure what that
It's
means.
okay.
But
It means that back and forth means Christopher would have talked back to the judge. But it
he
was
wouldn't-
really the judge just talking to Christopher.
Sounds like he was a pretty scared little kid. Just didn't know what to
Jesus
say.
Christ, he looked
Just-
like he was 12.
Yeah.
Judge John McDonald said what is so weird and scary is that he was an honor roll student and not a so-called problem child. And it made it all that much more crazy
Weird.
and hard.
It's weird that it
It's
even
hard
happened.
for him to comprehend.
Christopher did express regret, thanked the judge, said he was sorry, and then he was led off.
Christopher was sentenced in May of 2006, and he will spend 25 to 37 years in prison. Yikes.
This is when Your Highness goes on the usual rant about our prisoner system.
Oh my God. So he gets 3 squares a day. He gets fucking insurance. He gets his teeth fixed.
Yeah.
Not pulled. Fucking
Fixed.
fixed.
Yeah.
Thank you very
How's
much.
that working for you?
So not good.
Mhm.
I had to get one fucking pulled. Bullshit. And when does it turn out corrected, people?
You know,
Come
maybe-
on, let's be real.
Maybe
when
you need to kill somebody and you get your teeth fixed.
does it give me that knife you
Get some
were
decent
prepping?
glasses. I don't know. No, I can't give you that knife.
I could never make it in orange. Kind of like horrible in orange.
Yeah. But, you know, all the scissoring and stuff.
Hey, lesbian action.
Yeah. Christopher.
Christopher, though, boo. This dude took the prison system by the ball sack.
Oh.
I didn't have that in your paper.
I see
I
that.
ad-libbed.
No, I grabbed my own because I know
hurt
how
a
that.
little bit?
Yeah. Just thinking about it.
Felt the tingles.
Oh, the pain. Christopher, however, popped into the correctional facility and flipped some views right over.
Normally, I'd call bullshit on this one, Christopher. I still kind of half-ass call bullshit, but I don't know. Like, he's just doing that to get good time and get out early.
But apparently, he utilized his time quite wisely.
He did.
To learn a lot.
What's the first thing he learned?
He got his GED and an associate's degree.
I mean, he's already got me beat.
I'd do it.
He taught math to fellow inmates.
He taught social studies for 5 years plus.
He has not only taken culinary art classes, but continued by teaching the class himself.
That seems exemplary. Exemplary?
Sounds like a...
Exemplary. He
Don't ask me to pronounce it.
has explored his creative side by learning carpentry skills, how to draw, play the guitar.
It says carpentry stalls.
I know. I did a proofread. That's why I do this. He learned how to design and create leather belts and purses.
Don't forget carpentry stalls. Those are the best. And he even started to learn Spanish and Hebrew until the system put a stop to
He's
it.
getting too smart.
Dude, you cannot get that smart. We're not going to allow you.
Because then you
We
get wily.
got to hold you down a little bit, Coyote.
Now Christopher writes.
He so writes. Okay, now we're on to this website called Prison Writers. And it was founded by Lone Kelly, an ex-TV producer, in 2015. And it gives prisoners a place for their own life story and the stories that they have written.
Initially, Lowen gave the money himself to the prisoners for their published works. The writers got like about $10 whenever their stories were featured.
Since starting the program, Lowen has published over 450 stories. Definitely check the website out. I've read a few. Well, I read a few of Christopher's stories, and then I saw some that kind of looked interesting. So I'm going to go back and read some more.
These stories are very personal and uncensored. They revolve around the prisoners' lives. If you go to the site, there are many categories to choose from: daily survival, fellow inmates, bizarre, funny, prison
love, and sex. Yeah, that's a category.
Prison
I didn't say
sex.
that's the one I was going to go back and read. What? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Prison, love, and sex, plus many more categories.
There's a dog-eared copy of that book next to the bathtub. I saw it there.
Shoot,
Mom.
Shut up. Christopher shares his own story of being a juvenile in the adult prison system. He also wrote a story regarding Ethan Crumbly. Boot, do you know who Ethan Crumbly is?
No.
He is the last little fucker who shot up Michigan school and he killed 4 people.
Oh.
And that was down at Oxford High School in Pontiac, which is not far at all from Rochester Hills.
I just didn't recognize his name. Yep.
Ugh. That's a whole nother story that I might not cover because school shootings.
Oh, it's awful.
Puke.
Christopher's earliest release date is April 24th, 2030.
The latest release date being April 24, 2042. 2042. Oh my God.
That's only 20 years from now.
I don't want to say how old I'm going to be.
It doesn't matter how
seems
old
like
we're going to be.
forever. Well, Chris hopes, he calls himself Chris now. Chris hopes to become a writer when he gets out of prison. Kind of already is a writer in prison, but that's what he wants to do. I don't know, Boo. I think in this case, it's safe to say that Christopher was kind of sucked into a little churchy, culty, internet-y stuffy. And he was 15.
Could be.
Psychologically not even ready to comprehend what he's even fucking fighting for.
Which is interesting
or
to
against.
me because when I joined the Army, they looked around and they know how to profile people, figure out who's a psychopath.
Well, how'd the people get in there if they were psychopaths?
Easy.
Because they're psychopaths.
Yeah,
they know how to work it.
Yeah. And then, a couple guys just got sent to sniper school. Went on to do things as...
Were they the psycho ones?
Yes.
Military always amazes me.
Oh, yeah.
All kinds of levels of fuck-upness.
You can't send somebody like me or you to sniper school and expect them to take a shot at somebody and kill them and not feel any remorse or anything.
Why don't they?
It's weird. Looking back, it's like, and I was a little jealous at the time.
Oh,
it's like, you got sent to sniper school. Mm-hmm. Why can't I get sent to sniper school?
We are brought up to think that snipers are bad ass.
No, you gotta...
Snipers are the
you gotta
fucking
be able to
best. They
kill
can
somebody without...
kill a bitch from 862 miles away with knowing the wind degrees and all
fantastic.
The things. I don't think so.
Mm.
It's sad. It's a really sad story. And honestly, his mother really was... If you could look at a picture and see radiating sun, that was his mom. Her smile was gorgeous. Radiated sweetness. Christopher's dad did visit him and does visit him still in prison to this day. He did not give up on his son, which I think is cool.
He's still behind bars.
Would be difficult, but he's your only son. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Family's family.
Your only son.
He's hopeful that, ensure that his son's life has improved behind bars and at least he didn't just turn to crime while he was in jail. And we know what that's like because I've been listening to this new YouTube channel and podcast, and it's Sean Atwood, and he's a European guy. And he was in prison systems, and he interviews other dudes that were in all kinds of really fucked up, crazy prison systems. It's so good to listen to. Plus, they have accents, so it's totally fun. Who doesn't love listening to someone with an accent?
I'll listen to a British lady all
Dog
day long.
trainer guy that I'm listening to.
Yes,
he's like,
the British. He's got the Cockney accent.
You got free chances to get your dog right.
Free chances.
You got free chances, and you don't want to let him get you down. That's bad. That was horrible. Sorry.
Parricide.
The fuck is parricide?
It's the act of killing one's parent.
Sounds like you're gonna kill an insect.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't. I mean,
it's like homicide.
Like parental side.
Homicide.
Homo sapien side.
Mm-hmm. In this case, actually called matricide.
Like matria. Yeah, I got you. I see
It's all under the parricide umbrella. The beautiful...
Which really is just two things. It's killing your mom or killing your dad.
Yeah.
It's a small umbrella. Sorry.
Parricide Prevention Institute. There's an institute for this.
Dude, I know. I'm so glad you laughed at that because I would literally, when I looked it up, I was like, wait.
What do you work for? The Parricide Prevention Institute. We try to keep kids from killing their...
Busy lately? We are trying to keep kids from killing their parental advisors. It's not working very well.
Yeah.
They
just keep doing it.
I need to go to their website and see what these people are doing.
Wait.
See, this is the shit I don't have time to do because I have to work.
I know.
This isn't fair.
You have to work and you have to raise a puppy.
I should have been able to go to that website and just die laughing, I think. It's horrible that I'm saying that. Obviously, I don't want kids to kill their fucking parents.
The whole premise is entertaining because why would kids kill their parents?
You're not going to see that in this kid. He was...
Oh, yeah,
you
straight
look at
A
paper,
student.
On paper, the kid was, oh no, somebody's up. Which means you got to pee.
I got to go make her go pee.
Hi.
Taking her out right now.
Go pee-pee. Go outside.
Let's go.
Aw, that was Bianca Bean Delano. She's a Chihuahua. And if you guys would like, I beg of you to listen to the song Chihuahua by Bow Wow Wow. If you're not familiar with Bow Wow Wow, you might know them from their song, I Want Candy. I want candy. So yeah, Chihuahua. So her name is Bianca Bean Delano. Delano is after Adore Delano, who is the coolest punk rock drag queen ever. I'm going to pause it till they're done peeing.
Oh, no,
I missed the entire part.
No, I got to do that.
I have a
Oh, seriously.
Okay, so you guys are back from peeing.
Yes.
I told the peoples about the Chihuahua song by Bow Wow Wow.
Yeah.
And I told her where her name originated from. Our little baby bean who weighs 1 3/4 pounds.
That's about 2 beers.
1 3/4 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's stupid cute. No, we didn't finish up the parricide stuff. So I think we're at the numbers part.
Parricide Prevention Institute, which is a thing.
We talked about that.
Yeah. They say that approximately 2 to 3% of all U.S. murders are parricide.
God, it still sounds like a rodent thing or bug thing.
Doesn't sound like a lot until you do the numbers. 300 parricides in the U.S. each year equals what? 1 a week?
Oops, 6
2
a
weeks,
week.
3 weeks, 6 a week.
6 a week.
Kids killing their moms and dads.
Just in the United States, 6 a week. That number sounds ridiculously huge. But when you just say it's 2 to 3% of all U.S. murders, well, it doesn't sound like much. Jesus Christ.
What else are they doing?
Do we have to expand out of Michigan so we have all these murders to work with?
Nope.
Nope, because Michigan keeps dishing them out for us.
Thank you, Michigan, for being...
Crazy. Boo.
Yeah.
Do you have a happy ending?
Oh. I have a happy ending that is going to last for a sunshine and a day.
You and your paper.
Featuring...
I'm over here all paperless. Got my notebook, which is a paperless notebook. My stories on the computer, and you're over there with all your papers and your noises.
What do you mean noises?
Tell them. Who are we featuring?
Today, as our happy ending, we are featuring a band called Forge the Sun.
Dude.
They're really good.
Hardworking band.
But yeah.
They are
They're
getting
very good.
it. They're out there getting it all the time, playing
very talented.
shows. They're from
Yep.
Detroit, which is perfect. 'cause
Detroit.
The story is Detroit bound. Forge the Sun. Where's the paper you just had?
That one? Forge the Sun is Detroit's premier original progressive rock and professional cover band.
Nice.
High energy, no boundary, progressive rock and roll. Sounds really good.
It's called rock and roll, bitch.
I've seen some of their videos or listened to, but man, it sounds good live.
They are very good at marketing themselves because I see them everywhere.
I'm not going to give you a date of the next show because who knows when you're going to listen to this.
If you're listening to this show, their next show, they have
December
a show
3rd,
coming up
2022.
in a couple weeks. So if
At
you
the
live in
Diesel Concert Lounge.
if you live in the Detroit area, hit them up at the Diesel Concert Lounge. I don't know where it is because on December 3rd, I'm going to be at the Pyramid Scheme in Grand Rapids, Michigan, watching Dab Dads.
Oh, are you?
My son's band. Speaking of Dab to Death is back online.
Oh, good. Listen to them.
Pushing out some stories. Forge the Sun. This song is called Witchcraft, which I instantly fell for. Might be because I have like 5 witchcraft books right behind me. You guys are going to enjoy these guys. I couldn't find them on Bandcamp, but you can find them on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and in our descriptions down below. Here is Forge the Sun, Witchcraft.
Those fingers in my hair, that's like a mither stare, that strips my conscience bare, it's witchcraft. I've got no defense for it, the heat is too intense for it. What good would common sense for it do? 'Cause it's witchcraft, wicked witchcraft, and although I know it's strictly taboo, 'cause it's witchcraft, wicked witchcraft, and although I know it's strictly I've got no defense for it. The heat is too intense for it. What good would common sense for it do? It's such an ancient pitch, but one I wouldn't switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch still. 'Cause it's witchcraft, crazy witchcraft, and although I know it's strictly taboo, 'cause it's witchcraft, crazy witchcraft, and although I bitch, but one I wouldn't switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch than you.
Thank you for choosing Michigan Murders and Music. Please rate the show wherever you listen. Michigan Murders and Music is produced by The Boots. Episodes are researched and written by Your Highness. Edited by Your Highness. Views and opinions are the sole stupidity of us and us alone. Don't blame others, please. Listening to this podcast could quite possibly cause major problems to your earballs and definitely will mess up your kids. Permission has been given to us by the bands, and we purchase our music on Bandcamp.com. Support your local music scene and all local music scenes.